Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Diamond Select Previews Exclusive Tron figures. Now, as you can see, all three figures come in a very large window box packaging with the Tron logo at the bottom. Turning the box around, we can see that iconic Tron image as well as the Previews Exclusive logo on the left, and a short write-up for the Tron story. So with the box out of the way, let's crack these figures open and let them breathe. Alright, so I went ahead and removed all of these from the larger box, and as you can see, they do come individually carded, which is actually pretty nice. I do like this a lot. The packaging itself feels very retro. I do like that a lot. Got that old school imagery of Tron right there on the side, the Tron logo on the back, or on top, excuse me. Then you got the really nice card. What I do also like, man, is that these cards are unpunched, and that like really makes me not want to open these. Man, I should have ordered 2 sets. I might have to at some point, just because I really like the packaging here. It's, again, very, very retro, and I love that. And then you can turn on the back, you kind of see images of the actual figures themselves with the light cycle. I wish they actually made a light cycle for this scale. I think that would be awesome. So that's really cool. And they're all pretty much the same, you know what I mean? The same type of packaging. Nothing real different. You got Sark on the side over here too. Again, same thing with the back. Again, all awesome looking. Again, these cards look amazing. They are all unpunched, which is super nice for inbox collectors. Everybody knows an unpunched card is a better card. So I really do like all of these, man. So I'm really excited about these. So now, once again, let's go ahead and crack these figures open and let them breathe. All right, let's check out these new awesome Tron figures. You guys have no clue how happy I am with these. Now, if you guys don't know why these look so funky and why these colors are what they are, these are actually based on the vintage Tron figures way back in the day when the original Tron movie came out. They didn't exactly make, movie accurate figures back then. What they gave us was these really cool pieces of candy looking toys, which were really awesome, super iconic, and I love them so much. So these are definitely an homage to those. So I'm going to start off with Tron himself here. Now, I've always loved the looks, again, of those vintage figures. So as soon as I heard that they were doing updated versions like this with the diamond figures, I was so stoked. Now, I never actually picked up any of the diamond ones, so I have no clue what to expect. It's just one of those things, I'm such a huge Tron fan, but I don't have a whole lot of space in my collection for a lot of stuff, so I just kind of skipped on those and always eyeballed them. But definitely when I saw these, I'm like, yeah, no, those are going in my collection. And again, I'm so happy with how these turned out. They look so good. So the purple on this just looks really nice translucent purple plastic. Looking awesome. Then you got that really nice pale blue circuitry going throughout the figure, looking awesome. I just really dig how this came out, man. It looks so good. Lots of paint even on the back. And this is one thing I was worried about with these figures, because a lot of action figures kind of skip out on paint when it comes to like the back of a figure. You know what I mean? It's always decked out on the front and then nothing in the back. That is not the case with these, especially with Tron here. I mean, he is hooked up with that stuff. So that looks really cool. The helmet looks awesome. I'm just super happy with this. So very excited. I love this so much, man. Again, every last one of these figures looks like pieces of candy. We do got peg holes at the bottom, so that's nice too. Very cool looking. One thing I will say, I kind of wish they had interchangeable hands. I don't remember, again, I don't own any of the other diamond ones. If those had interchangeable hands, feel free to let me know in the comments if they did. I kind of wish they had interchangeable hands. All of them do tend to have these open palm hands, so we'll see how that works again with their accessories in a bit here. So absolutely love this piece. Okay, now we're gonna check out Flynn here, the creator. Oh my God, dude, this looks so good. I'm having so much fun with these. They just look so cool again, so classic. But the paint apps again, really beautiful, clear blue plastic. I love the way the blue turned out again. These almost look like Jolly Ranchers, you know what I mean? So, and for those of you people like me, there's a lot of you out there, but like things like translucent toys, toys with metallic, vac metal, glitter, anything like that, you know, nice shiny toys, I'm a complete sucker for, and I think that's why these stand out to me so much. I mean, just look at this. This looks amazing. He does have that over-the-shoulder thing going on right there with the sleeve like that, but again, beautiful paint on the back. The helmet looks really good. That really light blue circuitry going on there, almost like a white, but it's still really nice. So I just love the way this looks, man. I love the gauntlets here. He does have more like asymmetrical gauntlets. There's a large one here, then there's a little cuff right here on the other side. So this looks really good. Even on his butt, the paint apps go all the way down there. That looks really cool, man. So I love this, dude. It looks so good, right? I mean, I just love looking at them because they're just so unique and they stand out as something very special. And now let's look at, of course, the main baddie. We have Sark here. Always loved the look of this character, even in his normal colors. You know, he was the red one, the villain. I always thought his helmet was really cool. He has a very uniquely shaped helmet, which I always thought was really awesome, man. I love the look of that, how he has this big draping dome over here, or a headpiece that comes all the way back, and then these like horn type of whatever this thing is, this whole apparatus that wraps around his face across his chin. I always thought it was really cool, man. It sounded as something very unique. Again, very like a cherry red color with these pink circuitry, just looks so cool. It contrasts so well with the figure. Again, looking like a Jolly Rancher, like a piece of candy. I just want to take a bite out of it. He looks awesome, man, like a nice lollipop. Like, it's so cool. Again, the colors look great. What's cool, like, you can see like the pins and stuff like that where it connects, so that's really cool. That's always one cool thing about translucent toys, in my opinion. I love to see the functionality of an action figure like that, so I think that's really cool. But again, very unique looking piece, man. Again, always dug that helmet, and I don't know what it is. Again, I'm having so much fun with these. I just want to like look at them and play with them and just stare at them on a shelf forever. They're just so cool. So I love this one, man. Again, that color, those colors look so good on him. Absolutely love this figure. Okay, so now as far as accessories go, we don't get a whole lot, honestly. The only thing that we do get is their data disc right here, if my camera would actually focus. We do get one disc per figure, and it is done in a nice glow-in-the-dark plastic. Again, that is an homage to the vintage figures, because the vintage figures did have the glow-in-the-dark accessories, so that's pretty cool. And they do glow pretty well. You know, turn off some lights here, and they do look really nice. They look very bright and under the darkness like that, so I think that's really cool. Now, each figure, you can peg them in a little back here. There's a peg hole for each one like that, and they will stay like so. With Flynn here, he does have the shoulder thing, so you kind of just gotta like tuck it under there like that. And let me see if I can line it. It's a little tricky to line up here, right there, like that. So add that on there like that, and it'll stay there like so. So that works out really cool. And then same thing with Sark. You could just put it on the back like that. See that peg hole right there? Just little pegs like that. And there you go. And they stay there pretty good. You know, they're not going to fall off or anything like that too bad. So they should be okay. One thing I will note, though, again, this is what I was talking about with extra hands. I don't know how you're supposed to hold these things. Like, and you can kind of get it in the hands like that, and they will stay okay. But I wish they fit, but they're clearly not meant to really hold that hand like in a frisbee gripping type of hand, you know what I mean? Wish I would have done that. And this works okay, but when you're posing around, it does look a little awkward sometimes. You can't get in quite the type of poses you wanted. And I really wanted to do like that pose where you put it over the head, like in the imagery that we saw in the back of the box, where he kind of like holds it over his head. So that's a little tricky to do here, you know, so the posing is a little bit of a pain, and that's, yeah, I might have to work on that. So it's a little tricky, you know. I do like these. Again, I love the fact that they glow in the dark. I think it's super cool that we can easily peg them on the back like so. And yeah, man, so I wish that we had an extra hands or a proper type of gripping hands. Again, so I don't know if that was an issue with the other versions from the Diamond figures. I don't know. Feel free to let me know. So that's a little awkward. And yeah, that's all the accessories that we do get with these figures. 1 disc per character. Okay, so now let's check out the articulation here. Since all these figures pretty much share the exact same body, exact same bug, I'm just going to show you with Tron here. The head does feel like it's on a ball joint. You can turn left and right, up and down a tiny bit, and can wobble side to side a little bit. So I wish there was a little more motion in there. I wish there was a disc hinge. That would have been really cool. Arms can go full 360. We can go up and out about that far. This like shoulder pad that's glued to the shoulder right here does hinder that a little bit. We do get double jointed elbows, so that's actually really nice like that. We get rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. All these gauntlets on all the figures is a separate floating piece, so you can adjust those if you need to, so that works out pretty good. We do get a ball peg in the upper torso here, so that rolls around, does turn left and round, left and round, does turn left and right, crunch back and forth a tiny bit. I wish there was a little more here. Now my cut right here at the waist is super tight on my Tron, but they all do have the cut like Sark here. His does rotate at the waist like that, so that's actually really good. So I might have to go ahead and heat that up here. Legs can kick forward at the hip right there, that forward, back about that much, splits out about that far. A little bit of rotation up there at that ball at the hip like that. We can rotate right here at the thigh. You can double jointed knees like so, so that works out pretty good. Nothing at the boob. We do ankles and go forward up that much, down that far, so that's actually pretty good. And then a really good ankle rocker, so I do like that a lot. Now the only real difference is going to be, as far as articulation goes, is going to be with Flynn here. Since Flynn does have this like tunic piece that goes over the shoulder, this thing right here is a soft plastic. It's pretty soft again, but it's not enough where you can go about that far, so it's actually still pretty good. What I noticed, he doesn't have that shoulder pad in there like this on this side. He just has the free arm, so it can actually go up pretty far, actually even further. So actually I'm getting that further than I actually thought I would. So it actually goes up higher than the other ones, so that's actually pretty nice. This will raise up a bit, but you can actually get pretty decent motion there, so that's pretty cool, man. So overall, all 3 of these figures, I love them so much. Again, they look like candy. I just want to taste them and taste their flavors. They're just so unique, awesome toys. I'm such a giant Tron fan that I had to have these in my collection, and in my opinion, they are so much fun and a definite must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here they are standing next to some Battle Tribes Tron homage figures. And just for fun, here they are with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the previews exclusive Diamond Select Tron figures. Now keep in mind, there are only 3,000 sets of these made, which feels pretty low actually, so I don't know if these are going to rise up in the market. You know, I do love them, so happy I have them. I do regret never getting the vintage ones, man. Now having these, I really got to just invest and find those vintage ones. They're so cool, so iconic. But man, these ones just feel like something special. Now again, I've never had any of the other diamonds, but these versions just feel so cool. I love the translucent plastic used on all of them. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. You know, not a ton of paint apps, but that's all they really need is that circuitry paint, and that's it. You have completely awesome figures. Now, I love the data discs. They glow in the dark perfectly. Again, straight up homages to those vintage toys, which are great. The articulation works pretty well in some areas, hindered in some too, but it's not terrible. These aren't going to be the most dynamic things that you're going to own. They're straight up homage pieces. They're going to just look really cool on the shelf, really fun, vibrant, colorful toys, which is all I really wanted from these, and that's awesome to me. My only real complaint is that I wish they had better type of gripping hands for holding the data discs, but other than that, that's really it for me personally. Maybe a little better articulation, but that doesn't really hinder from me having a lot of fun with them. They're just really cool toys. So either way, if you can get your hands on them, I think they're totally worth it, and you will absolutely love them in your collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.